Guys, here in Brookhaven there are a lot of secrets. Secrets are the thing we have the most in Brookhaven. But today, I want to test as many secrets as possible with you, with this friend of mine from Brookhaven. I'm going to test as many secrets as I can to see what they're like, and I have to do it now. So for that, I called this friend of mine who's going to help me do this. He said, do you think it's possible to fly with a horse? Guys, apparently he already has the secret he wants to test. And for that, I'm going to get the horse on the right. And this horse is really cool. But now I'm going to grab this item and also this other item and place them right here, because that way you can fly. My friend is even coming right here, and now he's going to fly at any moment. And you can see he flew really far away. Apparently he reached that mountain, and he's really far away. Now he finally climbed up here, and he's watching me from here to see if I'm going to be able to fly in Brookhaven with a horse. So guys, I climbed up here, and now I have to fly. But I don't know what's going on here. There's a soldier here at the circus, and it looks like something happened here. Later I want to see what happened. But suddenly the cannon glitched. I don't know what happened, but it got completely bugged just because the horse came here. So I'm coming here again to see what will happen. And it just doesn't work. I really don't know what's going on, but the cannon is completely bugged. Now I'm trying to fly with the horse, but it didn't work. I flew away alone, and the horse didn't come with me. Now my friend is going to come down here, and he just grabbed this item just to come down here. And it actually worked. He's coming right here to talk to me in Brookhaven. He said, hold this item while you're on the horse to see if it flies. Guys, this idea he had is just really good. It's a secret we have to test right now. So he came right here, and I really want to know what's going on here. I wanted to know why the soldier won't let people in here, but he's looking at us. He said, it's very dangerous. Look, I don't believe him. But guys, there are secrets that my friend has never seen before, and I want to test them today. In fact, I want to test the flying horse secret first. Now I have to climb up here very carefully, so much that my car fell here, but I finally climbed to the top of the mountain. So I got up here, and I'm going to get the horse on the right. Now I have to fly in a very different way. Even my friend came here to see this, because it looks like he's going to fly too. But I don't know if this is going to work. If the horse really flies, this will be genius. So I'm coming right here, and the horse actually managed to fly. This is just incredible. You can see that my friend is coming here too, and he's watching what's happening. And this is the strangest thing of all. But now I'm arriving at the circus. The soldier banned us from coming here, but I'm coming anyway, because I'm not afraid of him. But my friend is also coming here to basically get to this giant tower. Perfect! I finally got here, and now I'm going to climb up. My friend also came here, and I don't know how he managed to get in here in time, but now I'm going to test the next secret with you, which I'm sure you've never seen before. Guys, I'm going down here, and the soldier just saw this, and he's coming here to arrest us. Look, that's not very good. I'm going to have to get on the ride, especially because I just don't want to get arrested. You can see he's down there, waiting for us to come so he can arrest us. But I won't let him do that, especially because I'm up here, and I'm really not leaving anytime soon, because I could be arrested at any moment. Guys, I'm going to have to climb up here. My friend also came here, but I think it's better to fly away from here, to really avoid problems. Perfect! I'm flying in this direction, and my friend is coming too. But I found a way to fly farther. I have to keep spinning like this, and then I can fly much farther away, and I can also go up, which is something that shouldn't happen. But I'm going to try to get on top of the roof, and I'm actually managing to do it. Perfect! I got right here, and I just discovered an impossible secret in Brookhaven. Even my friend is watching this. He said, how did you fly? It's impossible to fly up with this item. Look, you have to keep spinning all the time to really fly. So I'm coming here to talk to him, but I'm going to do the bug right now. You just have to keep spinning like this, and I can fly farther. But now I want to test another Brookhaven secret that he's never seen before. He said, I've seen all the secrets. I doubt you'll be able to impress me. Look, I'm sure there are secrets he's never seen before. But the soldier is coming up here. He's literally on this giant tower. But now I'm coming down here, and the next Brookhaven secret is very important. And for some reason there's a car here, and I don't know how. But I'm under the van. And also I don't understand why. But there's a player here who's hiding the Brookhaven Museum. I don't know why he did that, but I'm coming here to talk to him to understand what it is that he's hiding. He said, there's nothing here. Look, I'm sure there's something inside that you're hiding. So I'm coming here running, and there's simply a museum here that for some reason he's hiding. He even got here, and apparently he got really scared and ran away from here. Guys, he ran off in his van, but I can't let him escape from here because what he did was really weird. But I think he escaped from here, and apparently even my friend got confused because what the player did was really weird. He hid this Brookhaven museum, but now I need some very specific items, and my friend has to stay here protecting this Roblox museum. So now he has this bow, which I don't know if it's going to help much, but I'm climbing up here like this, and I'm going to try again to prove that this really works, and there's a way to fly with this item in Brookhaven. Perfect! I'm starting to fly really far, and it's actually working. I managed to get here, even though it was supposed to be impossible for me to reach this part with this item from the game. But now I'm coming in this direction, and I'm going to have to press this button. And now I have to go back here again, and this time I'm going to climb up. I'm even coming to the library, but this time I'm coming the normal way. I have to climb up like this, and grab this book. Now that I have this book, I'm going to be able to activate a secret that maybe my friend didn't know about. He's watching this. He said, I'm going to fly, and I even want to see see him doing that, but he grabbed this item, and suddenly he flew there, but it didn't work very well. He really couldn't fly, but for some reason he's carrying me, and apparently he wants to fly with me. I don't know if he's going to make it, but he just jumped here and couldn't do the bug. This bug is way harder than it looks. Now I'm taking him here to the front, back to this place in Brookhaven. He has to take care of this while I test the secrets, and it looks like he's really outside taking care of everything. But with this book in my hand, I'm going to place it right here until this place turns completely red. And now a totally secret ghost is going to appear. This is a really weird ghost that's actually scary. And this ghost looks just like the player in the painting, and they're basically the same person. But my friend is seeing this, and it's really scary. It looks like even he agreed with that. But now he's leaving here to go back to the car. And he's flying here because it's faster. Flying in Brookhaven is the best thing ever. But now we're back here, and to test the next secret, my friend has to go inside. And now he has to hold this item to see if it's possible to fly in the game like this. Guys, I can't fly with him, but I'm arriving right here at the front. And now I'm climbing up here again to test one more very important secret. I'm going to throw my friend here to see what happens. And it looks like he fell down here, and unfortunately he didn't fly. I thought maybe he was going to fly, but that's not what happened. He just fell on the ground, and it really didn't work. He said, let's test the cabin secret. Look, the cabin is really scary. It's right here, but it's a place that's really creepy because it's one of the scariest cabins of all. But if my friend wants to go there, it's totally fine. So we have to get there. I'm coming here in my car, but he didn't want to get inside. Actually, he arrived right over there, and apparently he's flying. He's coming in this direction in Roblox. But guys, I'm going to do this differently. Instead of flying straight there, I'm going to jump with the car, and after that, I'll fly in. And he really managed to get here. This cabin has a lot of really scary secrets, and now he's waiting for me here. So I'm going to jump with my Roblox car, and then I'll jump to fly over here. But there's an easier way to go down here. I have to stay like this, and now go down really fast. I'm arriving directly at the cabin. That's actually pretty easy. My friend is already here waiting for me, but now he's arriving back here, and if he climbs up like this, he's going to find a very scary secret. Now I'm coming here too, but there's something up here. Apparently it's a spider. Now I'm coming here too, and right here there's this doll, which is a really scary doll. He said it's not even scary. Look, he's not scared because he doesn't know the story of this doll. Now he's even looking here, but he's going to have to follow me because I'm going to test the secret now. So he's going to have to come inside, and I'm going back to my Roblox house. And for those of you who don't know, there's a way to find this ghost in your own Brookhaven house. You just have to come right here, press this red button, and then activate the ghost, and the cabin ghost will appear in your house. But it's a little hard to find him because he always stays really hidden. But the ghost is right here, and you can tell it's the same doll that's in the game's cabin, which is really scary. And my friend didn't even pay attention to that, and now he's basically flying up here in front. He just abandoned me. But it looks like the soldier is calling him over here, and he's up there, and now he's coming down here to go to this giant tower. Guys, this tower is just huge, and now both of them came here because they're going to fly in Roblox. And my friend just abandoned me. I don't know why he abandoned me. The doll is still here, and she's exactly like the cabin doll, which is super weird. But if I come here to the church, there's a secret that you've never seen before. But my friend showed up here, and I don't know why he suddenly came back. He said, you forgot about me. Look, actually, I think it was the other way around. He's the one who forgot about the secrets I'm doing. But now I'm arriving here at the church, and I'm going to have to press this button. Now I'm going to arrive at this house, and I have to come to the very first room and press this button down here. Now I have to run back here because there's a really important secret here. There's this secret item, and this item has lots of secrets that you've never seen before. So I grabbed this car again because I have to do a very important secret. Now I'm going back to the museum, and the secret is almost ready. I'm going to have to climb up here, and with this item in my hand, I'll use it right here until it starts glowing. And now I have to run to the abandoned house because the secret is going to disappear soon. So I'm running here, and it looks like the soldier is climbing up here again. But it seems like something strange is happening here. I don't know what's going on, but there are several walls, and this player came back here. But this is the secret that I activated. He accidentally saw it. Now he's placing walls back to hide this place. And this player is really weird, and he's also really crazy. But my friend is going to have to activate the secret to scare this Brookhaven player. So he placed a ladder, and now he has to climb up. Perfect! He climbed up here, and you can see that the roof is rusty. But if he steps right on this part, a secret will happen that I'm sure you've never seen before. Now this house is catching fire in a really strange way. You can see that this player is very scared. So much so that he just left. He literally escaped, afraid of what's happening. But this is the weirdest player of all. He even just went back to his house, which is this house right here. And now he's taking a shower. The secret of this house is really strange. But now my friend has to come back here because I'm going to test a very important secret. And for that, I invited another friend of mine who's leaving from here now. And this friend of mine, for those who don't know, has a giant plane. And with this plane, I'm going to be able to test a bunch of secrets you've never seen before. So he's coming here to pick me up, especially because this is going to be really important. Now he arrived right here, and this friend of mine is a pilot. He even waved at me. He got into the plane, so I'm coming in too. But it looks like this friend of mine is going to stay. For some reason, he decided to stay here, and now he's flying here in front, and he's taking the player's van somewhere. He really messed up the player's car. And again, he flew off here for no reason. He's probably coming here to go to that tower again. And now both of them are climbing up there. But this friend of mine is going to have to take me really far away. So he's speeding up here in the front, and he has to take me specifically to an island. Guys, now he's taking me to an island because there's a really cool secret you can do. I'm going to get out of the plane, and here on the right I have to choose a house that has a lot of space. So I picked this house, and now my friend has to come pick me up. I'm right here in this spot, and now he's right here. So he's going to have to fly up. You can see he's flying to the highest spot of all. He's even on top of my house, and he has to spin his plane like this, so the plane stops falling. The plane is floating in the air, and now I can get out of here, and I can grab a car on the right. So I grab this taxi, which is coming down here, and it arrived exactly at my house. You can see that this time the car appeared here and didn't disappear. So that means I can drive it here on the island, especially because it's impossible to get cars on the island. But by doing this bug, I can get any car I want. This car just fell down here, but it's completely bugged, and actually it ended up in the garage. I thought the car was going to disappear, but it actually got stuck in the garage. Now I have to choose the last car on the right. So I picked this car, and this is the smallest car of all. But I don't know if this one's going to survive. And actually, it's still here. So now I'm going down here, and I'm holding this item to go down a little slower. Perfect. I just got here, and I managed to get this vehicle on this island in Brookhaven, which is something that should be impossible. But I managed to do it. So I came down here, and even my friend is coming down here too. And he's on top of my roof. He's looking at the car I got. Guys, this car is really cool, but for some reason he wants to leave. Look, he shouldn't do that, especially because the car is completely bugged. And now he just lost my Brookhaven car, because the moment you leave here, the car gets completely bugged. And if you get out of the car, it just disappears. And now even he got scared, because he wasn't expecting that. But the good thing is that I still have two cars. I have this car, and also this one that's flipped over. So I'm coming here to get it. The car is flipped, but now I managed to save it. He even got here and is inside my car. He said, why do the island houses have garages if you can't get cars? Look, that's a great question, but now I'm going to try to leave this place in a different way here in Brookhaven. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get out of here, especially because it's impossible. So I'm going to jump right here, and I just fell down. I really think this is the end of the car. My friend is even coming up here, but he just jumped, and it looks like he's coming toward me. So he just arrived now. Guys, he just got here to test the next secret, but it looks like this time he's calling me, and he grabbed this really different bike because it's a bike that two people can ride, and this is the weirdest vehicle of all because it's super bugged. Now he's coming up here, and it would have been easier to walk and also faster. Now we arrived at the church, and if I press this button, this grave will appear, and inside the grave, for those who don't know, there's a photo of Mr. Brookhaven. He's the founder of the city. But if I go inside here and press this button at the same time, a really strange bug will happen. I'm going to try to do it to see if it works, but it's really hard to do. And I did it! Now I'm underground, in a totally hidden place. I can see what's under the ground. We have this movie theater. We have an isolated area, which is a really creepy place. And we also have this house. But I don't want to leave here, because if I leave, I'll get completely bugged. And actually, my friend has to press this button. Now he finally pressed it, so I managed to come back up here. And all of this was thanks to him. My friend said, what happens if you grab the parachute and the secret item at the same time? Look, that's exactly what I'm going to do. So I'm coming here to the airport. I'm going to press this button, and now I'm going to teleport here. But my friend is going to have to carry me up the mountain. And you can see that his car is completely bugged. And for some reason, his car got really fast. You can tell this car is really fast. And now he's going up there. So since I'm here, I'm going to hold this item, and he threw me to fly, but it didn't work. Perfect. Now it worked, and actually it didn't go very well. We're doing this bug again to see if it's going to work. I'm holding this item, and now he threw me here. But look, that really didn't go very well. Actually, this doesn't work at all. This is simply the worst bug ever. For those who don't know, my job is basically to investigate crimes. If a crime happens in the city, I'm the one who's going to investigate it, and that's exactly what happened in this house. A crime happened here. I'm going to have to investigate all of this. So for that, I'm going down here, and I'm coming to get my car before the journalists get here, because as soon as they arrive, they're going to get in the way too much. So guys, I'm coming up front. I'm going to leave my car right here. I want to see what happened in this house. What crime happened here? So I'm coming inside, and guys, he has to let me in. He's looking at me. I don't know why he's checking, since he knows me. Now he approved, so I can come here. Guys, I'm coming here, and there's something really weird happening here. This police officer is looking here. He said he committed a crime. We have to arrest him. Okay, but I want to know what crime he committed, especially because I just got here. He has to take me to the crime. But now he came this way. And guys, it looks like there really is a crime here. Something really weird happened here, where someone disappeared from here. Okay, this really is a serious crime. He's going to be in prison for a long time for everything he did. He said, but I didn't do anything, I swear. Look, you must have done something, because this wouldn't just show up in your house for no reason. He has something to do with this crime, because this house is his. So what happened here is probably connected to him. I'm sure of it. Meanwhile, he's being arrested here and will be taken to jail. The other police officer will stay here while this one is taking him here. But guys, I have to find out more information about what happened, especially because this is really weird. I'm basically a crime investigator, but this is very strange. Everything that happened in this house doesn't make much sense. Theoretically, someone disappeared from here, and that's the only proof we have. There's no object from the person left behind. This disappearance is really strange. But guys, I'm leaving here. His house actually looks normal. There's nothing proving it was him who did this. This is really strange. I'm leaving here. I want to see if this police officer knows anything. But now he's looking here. He said, I don't know anything. But it doesn't look like it was him who did this. Yes, that's true. It looks like someone planted this in his house so he would get arrested on purpose. But I have no way to prove it. But I'm going to investigate just to prove that it wasn't this player who did it. And that, actually, someone planted those crimes in his house. But guys, I'm looking in here. I want to see if there are cameras in his house. Because if there are cameras, that's literally going to prove his innocence. There needs to be a camera around here. Guys, outside there are no cameras, but there really are cameras inside. That's already enough to prove that this player did it, or maybe that he didn't do it. But now I'm leaving here, and this player has to take care of this place to keep more people from coming here. But now the journalist showed up here. Look, this isn't very good. You can see that now he's taking lots of pictures of what happened here. This is going to mess up the investigation a lot. But now I'm leaving here because I have some questions to ask that player to find out why he would commit a crime like that, and I also have to find out who was the person who did this. So now I'm arriving right here. I have to turn my car like this, and now I'm coming to the police station because I have to do the interrogation to get as much information as I can about what happened in this crime. This player has to tell me everything that happened, and if he really did it, he will be arrested. Now the police officer just arrived here too, because he also wants to see what's going on. So now I got here, and guys, he has to tell me what happened. I want to know his side of the story. He said, I didn't do anything, I swear. The cameras are going to prove that I was playing video games all day, okay? The cameras are going to be very important. He's going to have to get the footage from me, and then that's going to prove his innocence. So now he has to come with me. He just has to follow me. He's going to try to prove his innocence here in Brookhaven. And yes, he's going to have to get in my car. But guys, the police officer disappeared from here. I thought he was back here watching what was happening, but that wasn't really what happened. Actually, he vanished from here. This player is inside here. But guys, I'm arriving right in front because proving his innocence is our priority. I just got back to his house, and now he's already coming here. But the police officer has to move out of the way, because now he's going to prove his innocence by showing the house cameras. For that, I'll release his handcuffs. Guys, I'm letting him go here, and now he grabbed the tablet, and he's going to show the footage from the house. But guys, for some reason, the power went out. Look, I don't know why that happened, and I also don't know if it was him who did it. He said, wait, if the house doesn't have power, I can't see the cameras. Look, if that's true, that's terrible. I want to know why he turned off the power. But guys, he's saying he didn't do it. I don't know if that's true, but the police officer is back here. I don't really know what he's doing. Now he noticed that we're here. He said, I tried to fix the power, but I accidentally broke everything. Guys, I can't believe this. Now he just left and is going back to his Brookhaven car. Guys, he broke the power, so now we have to fix this. But he's looking here. He said, there's no way to fix it. All the cameras are burned. Wait, that can't be true. Guys, all the cameras were destroyed. Look, this is getting really weird. Honestly, I don't know why he did that, but temporarily this player is going to jail while we investigate all of this. Now he agreed to it, and he's being taken up front because he's going back to jail. Perfect, he got in, and the officer has to take him to jail. While we don't know what happened, this player has to go to jail immediately, and also preventively, so he doesn't interfere with the investigations that are happening. But guys, he just got here, and he has to leave now, especially because he can't go past this yellow tape. He's taking lots of pictures. Guys, they're really annoying because the journalists keep taking pictures. This can really mess up the investigation. But he got closer. He said, don't you think it's strange that right when the officer came back, the power went out? Look, that really is weird. There is something happening here in this house. I already know that the player who lives here is innocent. The next step is to find out who disappeared, the reason why, and also who the person was that did this. If I find out the reason, it'll be much easier to figure out who did it. But now he's calling me over, and the journalist is finally leaving. Guys, it's really good that he left, because now I can finally do my investigation without this guy bothering me. That's really good. But guys, I'm following him to find out where he's taking me. He said, this is the house of the person who disappeared. Okay, thank you so much. That really is some information that's going to help me a lot. I can already see that he has a Bugatti, which means this player is really rich, because that car is worth at least $1 million. Now the officer is coming back to this house because he can't let people go inside. But I think that he's probably guarding this place. That area is very important, and people shouldn't go there because that's where the crime happened. But now I'm coming to this house, and guys, I'm holding this gun to avoid problems. But the lights here are off. And since the house lights are off, the house cameras don't work, which is exactly the same thing that happened with that other house. The lights mysteriously went out, and we lost all the camera footage. But now the police officer is coming back here. Look, this isn't very good, especially because he really gets in the way. And now he's coming inside. Guys, he's holding this gun, but now he realized it's me and just dropped it. He said, I thought it was an intruder. I don't know why he he thought I was the intruder, and I also don't know how he knew I was here. But guys, there's a lot of money here. But guys, this camera is working. It's a camera that works without power. I'm finally going to get some evidence about what happened. And now even he showed up here. He said, this camera is mine. I placed it to watch who comes here. Okay, that's really strange. I was happy that I found a camera, but actually, the news isn't as good as it seemed. This belongs to the police officer, but I can see there's a lot of money here. Guys, this is a lot of cash. Whoever lived here was a millionaire or even a billionaire, because there's money in every part of the house. For some reason, this police officer removed that camera, and now he's going upstairs to see what else is here. And guys, again, there's a lot of money here. The person who lived in this house and disappeared really had a lot of money, but I don't know how someone that rich disappears just like that. But guys, now I'm going downstairs because I'm going to have to write all of this down and ask more people to help me investigate this with me. Now that player came back here. He said, I'll help you. Look, it would be great if he helped me, but I don't want his help. And now even he got scared, but I don't want your help, especially because he gets in the way too much. So I'm going back to my car. I do want help from this player. He can get in my car, especially because we're both going to investigate this together. He's going to be really important to the investigation. But this police officer doesn't seem very happy. He went back to his car, and now he's coming to the jail to watch over that player, and also to make sure he doesn't leave. So now he's coming up front. He's coming back to the jail. But we have a player here who was arrested and is denying everything that happened. He said, it wasn't me who did this. So if it wasn't him who did it, we have to find out who the person really was that did this. This is the house of the police officer who destroyed all the cameras by accident. I have a very important mission for you. You're going to have to get inside and tell me when he's asleep. He just got out of the car, and now he agreed. So he's going in. He's going to hide right here. I don't know if that's a good place to hide, but I'm going to leave my car right here to keep the officer from opening the garage. And the excuse I'm going to use for leaving the car here is that I'm investigating this house. That probably won't raise any suspicion. I'm writing down everything that happened. And now, finally, the officer is coming back. Guys, he just got up here, and now he's going back to his Brookhaven house. He can't leave his car here, so he's going to leave it in front of his house. And now he's coming back. But guys, I can see that he has a lot of money. I don't know how he has so much money, but this is way more than he should have. A normal officer doesn't have all of this. This is impossible money to get, because I'm kind of an officer myself, so I know it's impossible to get this much. A place that had a lot of money was this house. But now I'm looking around, and the money disappeared. All the money that was here is gone. Someone took all the money after everything that happened, but I don't know exactly who the person was that did this. Now guys, I'm coming here to investigate this. As soon as that player is asleep, I'm going to come to this house to find out the truth of what's going on. Guys, I grabbed this flashlight to see everything, and for some reason there are handcuffs here, but these handcuffs are from the police. It's impossible to get this unless you're a police officer. And again, I'm thinking that the player who was arrested is actually innocent, because the stories are really weird. But that player picked up a radio, and he said he went downstairs. He's probably sleeping. Okay, that's really good. Apparently, the player went downstairs, so now I'm coming to his house, but I'm coming very carefully, and you can see that he really has a lot of money. Guys, I don't know how he managed to get literally millions of dollars. Even the police officer showed up here. He's seeing all the cash that's here, and now even he's scared. He said, it's impossible to get all of this. I'd have to work 200 years as a police officer to earn all of this. Guys, even he noticed that this is really suspicious. There's something strange happening in this house. I'm going to take the opportunity and go upstairs because I want to see what else is here. There's not a lot of interesting stuff here. I'm getting to this room, but guys, there are just documents of mine that disappeared. These are documents from past investigations that, for some reason, disappeared from my house. I leave those documents in random places. These two documents disappeared from there, so I just grabbed both of them. This police officer is literally stealing my stuff. I'm sure he has something to do with the crime that happened. Now it's time to go downstairs. But guys, something's happening here. This police officer is aiming that item at another officer. He said, why did you come here? Leave now. Look, this is really strange. That's not something you're supposed to do. And now the officer ran away from here, and he went back to his house to sleep. But I don't know what this player is doing. He's looking at all his money, and now he's laughing a lot. But he came back here, turned off the lights, and it looks like now he's going to sleep. So I'm going to hide here because he can't find out that I'm here. And now he came to his room, and he's coming here to sleep. He didn't notice that I took the documents that were here, but I'm going to go downstairs. While he's sleeping, I want to see what else is in this room. It's a really strange room, so I'm getting right here. And guys, we have this lower room, and there's something really weird here. There's a lot of money, and there's also a player here. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but there's a player here who is literally the one who disappeared. He said, help me, the police officer is stealing all my money. Guys, there's really a lot of money here. There's at least $50 million, and there are also these devices where he can grab his money faster and put it here. Guys, this police officer is taking all the billionaire's money. But guys, he got up, and you have to come here now, especially because we have to escape. Guys, he has to follow me and escape from here now. Perfect, he's in my car, and now he's safe. Now he's going down here. Look, in the meantime, you have to come to this blue house. The officer who lives here is going to help you, and the police officer was really surprised. This player here is scared because he knows we found out the truth about what's happening. So now I'm going after him, especially because he needs to be arrested right away. Everything he did here was really strange. I'm really lucky that I have this car, because now I'll be able to chase him non-stop here in Brookhaven. But he jumped right over this part. Look, that's really weird, especially because he's not stopping. He jumped over this other part, and now he flipped his car. This is the perfect chance to arrest this player. Guys, I'm holding this item, and he has to get out of here now. But it looks like he's not even in this car. Actually, he left here a while ago. I have no idea where he went. I just know that now he disappeared from here. But now some time has passed, and it's time to release the innocent player. He was arrested unfairly, especially because he was arrested preventively to stop crimes from happening. But we just found out that, actually, he's innocent, so we're releasing him, and he can officially leave now. And now he's really happy, but he has to stay away from that officer, because that officer is wanted by the police. Now he understood that, and he's going straight back to his house. But now I have to leave here because I have to investigate a very important person. I have to investigate his whole house, and find out everything I can. So I'm coming here in my car. This police officer got in his car. He's also coming up front because we have to investigate the officer who committed all these crimes. It's a little strange that I'm using this car that has nothing to do with the police, but I'm a crime investigator, so I can really choose a custom car. Guys, we're coming right up front, exactly to this house. Now he got here too. But this house suddenly started catching on fire. Guys, everything here is burning, and the evidence is being destroyed. Look, this is really weird. I don't know how this could even be possible. This player came here, and he's putting out the fire in the house because that's going to be really important. Guys, the only person who could have done this is the owner of this house. I'm sure he was the one who did this. He said he must be nearby. Yes, that's really true. He must be really close to here, especially because he set fire to his own house. But we managed to stop the fire. He got in his car, and now we're going to have to search the whole neighborhood because we have to find out where he is. This player is somewhere nearby, but right at my house there's this car. This car doesn't belong to me. I really have never seen this car before. I'm coming to my house to see what's going on, because this really doesn't make sense. This police officer has to wait for me here, especially because something really bad could happen. Maybe I'll be attacked as soon as I walk into the house. So I'm coming here holding this item, but there's nothing strange going on in here. But guys, he's aiming that item, so I raised my hands to avoid trouble. But what he doesn't know is that the police officer saw that, and now he's running over here. But actually, he also left. He got in his car and drove away fast. Guys, the police officer got here. You're going to place spikes on the road, and I'm going to chase that player. And guys, it looks like he understood that. Now he placed the spikes right here. If he passes through here, his car tire is going to pop. I'm going to be able to arrest this player. But now I have to chase him, but I don't know where he went. Actually, he's coming up front. And guys, I'm following him, but he jumped over this part, so I jumped too. I'm really not going to stop chasing him, especially because today he has to be arrested, and this time I'm not going to let him escape because I really have to catch him. But guys, he's falling into the trap. He just passed right here, and his car got destroyed. His car is completely wrecked, and this is the end for him. Even the police officer showed up here because he's being truly arrested. Now finally he left from here, but I'm going to have to come this way very carefully, especially because I don't want to hit those spikes and lose my car tires. Now I just got here, and this officer is officially being arrested for all the crimes he committed. But now a lot of time has passed, and some things have changed in the city. People returned to their normal lives. The owner of this house, for example, is happy watching TV. This player is doing the same. The criminal's house was demolished, and now a new house is being built here. Meanwhile, he's at the police station and is going to stay here for a long time. I live in a really weird city because I can't leave my house since the owners of the city simply locked my door. They prohibited me from leaving here, and they also prohibited my friend. He can't leave his house. In fact, now he said hi. But guys, I can't visit him because I'm stuck here in my house. I don't know why the military won't let us leave. Actually, they won't let anyone leave here. Guys, I'm trying to call them here. This player noticed that and is finally going to help me. So he's coming right here, straight to my Brookhaven house, because he needs to explain to me what's going on. I want to know absolutely everything. So guys, I'm getting right here. He unlocked the door and came here, but I wanted to know why he's wearing that mask. He said, you should never leave your house without telling someone. It's dangerous. Okay, but if I have that mask, maybe I can leave here, because you can see that another soldier has it, and he's basically outside, so he just needs to give me that mask. But apparently he refused. He said, that's not really how it works. Don't leave your house. Okay, I get it. Now he left and locked my house door again. But what he doesn't know is that there's a way to leave my house that's really easy. I'm sure he didn't notice, but right here in my house there's this door that's locked, but the back door isn't locked, so I really can leave here very carefully. Now I'm coming to my friend's house, but I have to get there without the police noticing me. There's a police officer in front and also another officer here, so I'll have to go back and do some parkour here in Brookhaven. Perfect, I managed to do it, and now I have to find a way to get to that house because my friend is waiting for me there, but the military can't see that I'm leaving. Guys, I'm leaving here very carefully. But out of nowhere, this fog appeared. Guys, I don't know what's going on, but now I just fell on the ground. I don't know what happened, but guys, I don't know what's happening, but I just woke up here, and the soldier is staring at me. He said, why did you leave the house? It's dangerous to leave here. Look, I'm sorry, but I really wanted to know what was going on out here. But guys, as soon as I left, I fell to the ground. I have no idea what's happening. I just know that I'm actually safe, thanks to the city soldier, but he picked up this box. I don't know what's in this box, but he gave it to me. Guys, I'm opening the box here. I just got this really different mask. It's the same mask he's wearing. I'm literally just like like him. Look, this is really cool. And maybe now I can leave and explore the city of Brookhaven better, because lately everything here is really weird. Everything has completely changed. Now it looks like he's calling me. So guys, I'm following him here, especially because I want to leave my house. This player is right here. And guys, everything got really weird. I can't see anything at all. And now he's going up ahead. I don't really know where he's going, but he's arriving at this house. And this is the military base. There's a soldier watching TV. He wants me to come here, so I'm following him, but I want to know what I have to do. He said, "You're going to be a soldier now, since you want so badly to see the city." Look, that's actually pretty good, but I'm a little scared, especially because I wasn't expecting this. I didn't expect that I was going to become a soldier. The good side is that now I can visit my friend anytime I want, and maybe that's really good. But he got into this room, and guys, there are a lot of weapons here. There are several completely different guns, even snipers, and it looks like I have to choose one of them. So guys, I'm going to choose my favorite weapon, which will be this one right here. This is my new weapon. This is perfect. He also has this weapon, and now he's leaving. I'm starting to do a military test, but I still don't understand what's going on in the city. I should ask the president, because maybe he has answers. But now I went down here, and I'm ready to start the test. Guys, he's watching here, but it looks like the test is going to happen back here. Guys, I just got here, and basically I just need to hit the target. He shot over there, and hit exactly the center. Look, I'm going to shoot here too. I hit the center 3 times. I'm really good at this. Now I'm going to shoot again just to show how good I am. And I actually hit the center 3 times, except this last one. But I think that's already enough proof that I'm a great soldier. But then he picked up this box. Guys, he gave me this box. I don't know what it does, but now I'm like this. I literally became a real soldier. He said, "You're going to patrol the neighborhood tomorrow, because we'll be busy with the president." Guys, I'm starting to realize that I only became a soldier because I got lucky. I was really lucky that tomorrow they'll be taking care of the president, and because of that, they needed someone to watch over the players in Brookhaven. But now I'm going upstairs. They're all watching TV, but he turned it off because now it's bedtime, so he's coming into the room to sleep. This other soldier got here too. I think I'm going to have to sleep here too, especially because tomorrow is going to be a very important day. So I'm going to sleep right here because I'm really sleepy. And perfect, now it's finally morning. Today is going to be a really important day. So I got up here. I'm turning on the lights so they wake up. He finally woke up, and I think he got a little scared. That other player got up too. I guess I shouldn't have done that, but now we're here eating food. Guys, I'm eating this fruit because I'm hungry, but now he's leaving. After all, he has to go to the president's house because something important is going to happen. Guys, he's arriving right here, directly at the president's house. I don't really know what's going to happen, but it really seems like it's going to be very important. But while they're there, I have to take care of the neighborhood to stop people from leaving. So I'm coming here holding this weapon, and now this really strange fog just appeared. Okay, this is really weird, but I want to visit my friend's house. I'm getting right here, but the door is locked, and he can't unlock it because he doesn't have the keys to the house. But apparently he showed up here. This Roblox friend of mine is right here, but I'm looking back here. This window is open. I can get in through the window. So I'm coming right here. But this is really hard. But now I finally got inside. I'm in his house. That wasn't as hard as it looked. He said, "What's out there? Tell me." Look, outside his house there's nothing special. It's a place with a lot of fog, and it's also harmful. You need a mask to be able to go out, which he doesn't have. But he grabbed this box, and now he's wearing a mask. I don't know how he got that. I'm going to jump up here, and now I'm going to leave. But he went out through the door. I don't know how he opened his door since he doesn't have the key. But he got closer. He said, "I have spare keys, and you should have them too." Look, that's actually pretty smart. We have to be careful because there's a soldier here, and it looks like he noticed that my friend left, especially because he's staring right at us. He knows something is happening here. But guys, my friend is way more important than the soldier's opinion. Now he got to the garage, and now he's working on it, trying to fix it. But guys, my garage isn't going to open anytime soon. It's really hard to open the garage, but now it's suddenly just opened. Look, this is really impressive. I'm getting inside. He managed to do something really different. We literally got a car that had been stuck in the garage for a long time. He said, "And where's the fog? You told me there was fog." Guys, this is true. For some reason, this time there was no fog. That's way weirder than it seems. But the player just left. He didn't fall to the ground or anything. He's actually fine. Nothing bad is happening here. And guys, this is way weirder than it looks. But my friend got here, and he has something to ask. While he's talking to that player, I want to see who lives in this house, because this house looks really weird. So I'm coming inside. But guys, this house is really strange. I'm even holding this item to avoid any problems. But everything here is really strange. Now I'm going upstairs, but this fog appeared. Guys, this is really weird. Out of nowhere, the fog showed up, and the house started to catch fire. Guys, I need to get out of here right now, but I can't go downstairs because the stairs are full of fire. Everything here is burning. Guys, I need to find a way out right now. So I'm coming here, but there's a player in front of me who doesn't look very well. Guys, I don't know what happened to him, but he's staring at me. And guys, I don't know what's going on, but he doesn't seem like a good person. Actually, I need to leave here now. The house stopped burning. I have to get out of here now. That was the weirdest thing that's ever happened. And now the house just went back to normal. Guys, I don't know if they saw that, but I'm almost sure they didn't. And now he even said goodbye and went back to his house. house. Look, that was really strange. My friend didn't even see what happened. He said, the fog appears when the entity wants to attack. Look, if that's true, that means when I was in that house, the fog showed up exactly because I was being attacked. Look, this is really strange, but he's getting back into the car, so I'm back here. I'm going to have to patrol the whole city to stop people from leaving, even though everybody has already left. But guys, the soldier is coming over here, and I don't think that's a good thing, especially because he came right up to me. He has something to say to me, but I don't think he's very happy. He said, what you did was very risky. Don't do it again. Okay, I promise I won't do that anymore. It was just one time. I won't do it again. I'll never rescue players from their houses again to find out what's happening in the city. So now my friend just got back to his house. He went inside, and the soldier just noticed that his door was unlocked. That happened because my friend was smart and basically grabbed spare keys, and now he's back inside. This friend of mine is really smart, but I want everything to go back to normal. I don't want to keep hiding from the entities in this city. We have to get rid of the entities so we can live a normal life, because all of this is really unfair. Now he's staring at me. He said, that's true, but there's no way. They're immortal, and the only way to escape is by leaving the city. Okay, that's really sad. The soldier has no more hope that one day things will go back to normal. That's one of the saddest things I've ever heard. And now he's going back to his car. Guys, I have to find a way to save the city so we don't have to live hiding in fear anymore, because all of this is really unfair. So I'm driving my car back to my house, but suddenly this fog appeared. Look, this is really weird. And then this entity showed up in front of me. Guys, this is awful. It has to get out of here now. But guys, it disappeared. I don't know what happened, but I kept shooting and it just vanished. I don't know how that's possible, but it just disappeared. Guys, even he is looking at this, and apparently he approved what I did. That's probably why he has weapons. It's to defend himself from the entity in case it appears again. But now I'm heading back to my house, and I have to check everything that's happening in this Brookhaven neighborhood. I need to understand how this entity works so I can save the neighborhood. This player is right here eating food, but guys, the lights in his house went out, and now this entity appeared. Guys, I don't know how that's even possible, but I saw it happen, and now the fog has appeared. Guys, I need to go to his house now to save him from whatever's happening, so I'm arriving right here at his house, but now the fog is gone. Guys, this is terrible. That means the entity managed to get him, and now he disappeared. He was sitting right in this chair, but now he's gone. Guys, this is just horrible. Now even the soldier is showing up to try to understand what's going on. But look, the player who lived in this house disappeared. He literally vanished, and now it looks like even the soldier is surprised, because he wasn't expecting that. He said, how did this happen if his house was locked? Look, I don't think his house was locked. Actually, it was unlocked, because I got inside, and now he just noticed that. He went back outside, but everyone else is right here, basically watching TV, so I'm going to go back inside too. But tonight, I have a very important mission. I have to find out what's really going on, and how I can stop this entity from attacking people. So I'm coming right here, but he got up because it's time to sleep. He's literally sleeping here. Now another player arrived too, and guys, I'm going to pretend I'm sleeping. So I laid down right here, and I'm with these Roblox players. But tonight, I'm going out to discover the truth about everything that's happening here, because it's all really unfair. I think now I can get up and leave very carefully, because I can't let them notice that I left. But guys, he got up, but I'm just coming here to grab some food, and apparently he understood that. Now he went back to sleep. They're both right here, but what they don't know is that I'm not really here to eat food. I actually just grabbed an apple, but I'm leaving to find out the truth about what's happening in this neighborhood, because all of this is really weird. And now I want to see if my friend also wants to join me, because he lives right in this house, but he just left, and apparently he wants to join too. So he got in the car, and we have to find out where this entity is, especially because I haven't seen it yet. This entity is destroying the city because we can't have fun anymore. All of this is because of the entity that doesn't let us leave the house. But guys, now this fog appeared. I really don't think this is a good sign, but he's running here. And guys, this is really bad because I'm right up front, so I have to leave too. You can see he's right behind us, following us because he wants to attack. But guys, I won't let that happen. Actually, I'm heading into the tunnel. I'm holding this weapon to stop the entity. Now it got closer. But guys, I have a weapon. I have way more power than him. Even my friend got here to see what's going on, and there's nothing the entity can do. But guys, it disappeared. I don't know where it went. Actually, it's right behind us. Guys, this isn't good at all. But now we're in the middle of nowhere. I don't really know what happened, but my friend is right here, and he looks fine. Guys, I stood up, but I feel really bad, especially because I don't know what happened, and I don't even know where I am. In my city, it never snows, so it's really strange that there's snow now. But my friend needs to wake up, and now he finally did. That's really good. He said, where are we? It looks like a totally different place. So yeah, it really does. But this is our city. I just don't know how we ended up here, and I also don't remember the last thing we were doing. But guys, there's a house back there, and maybe that house can help us. And guys, I have this weapon. I don't remember how I got it, but we're arriving here, and it looks like there's someone inside. Maybe this person can help us. This person has a farm that's completely destroyed, and apparently he's watching TV. But guys, he got up. I don't know what happened to his face, but he doesn't look very human. I'm starting to think that maybe he's not human at all. Guys, it's better to get out of here. He has a sword, and now he's coming after us. Guys, we have to get out of here now to avoid problems. So I'm coming right here, and while he's chasing us, we're getting in his car, and we literally stole it. Guys, he's coming coming right after us. He's really angry, but I have to get out of here now. Now I'm heading back home, but there are several places that are on fire. I don't really know what's happening here, but a lot of places are burning. Look, this is really strange, but suddenly he showed up right here. Guys, I stopped the car. I don't know what this entity is doing in front of us. It's just staring at us, and now it disappeared. Look, that was really weird, but I think I can go up ahead because I have some really important things to do. I have to get back to the neighborhood, back to my house in Brookhaven. But guys, everything here looks different. I don't really know what happened, but the houses are gone. Guys, all the houses disappeared. I don't know how that's even possible. I don't know how all the houses could disappear, but now my house turned into a bunker, and it's a really weird bunker. But I think it's better if I leave, especially because I don't really know where we are. But this door just opened, and a player came out. But guys, this player doesn't look human. He said some words that I don't understand. I have no idea what he's saying. I just know I have to leave now, especially because he's coming after me. So I have to get out of here now. Guys, I don't know what happened to the city, but the city was completely destroyed. In Brookhaven, there are many houses. There are really different houses. There are houses that are under construction. But today I want to see with you some houses that were removed from Brookhaven, and I'm sure you've never seen them before. And I invited your friend to see this, but for some reason he's wearing a winter avatar. He said, it's going to snow today. I'm already prepared, but I doubt it's going to snow today, especially because it doesn't make sense for it to snow today. And also the sky looks normal, so that doesn't make sense. So now he has to come here, but his avatar is really weird. He's wearing a winter outfit in the middle of the hottest weather ever. But now I'm arriving here to pick the houses. And for those who don't know, in Brookhaven there are houses that were removed and that are still in the Brookhaven game, but there are also houses that were removed and are only available in older versions, which are versions you've never seen before. And I want to check all of that today. So for that, I arrived at my house, and finally my friend came back to normal. It took a while, but he came back to normal. I don't even know what's happening here. And he said, I'm going to build a rocket to go to space. Look, that's really cool, and it looks like he's an astronaut. He wants to use this plot to make a rocket. But this player refused that, and now he's coming back to his houses. He simply has 6 totally secret houses. And now he's right here. Look, that was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. And now it looks like he got a rocket. This player didn't care about anyone else's opinion. And now he's coming here to the new house he got, which ended up right on the edge of the other player's land. But my friend is looking over here. He said, let's test the secret houses. You're forgetting about the video. And guys, that's true. But for those who don't know, this is the first secret house of all. And I'm going to test at least 5 secret houses that were completely removed. And this is the first house of all. You can't get this house normally because you need this game pass on the right, which was never officially released in Brookhaven. Literally, this game pass is not in the game. But my friend is looking here. He said, so how did you get this? Look, you can get this house if you ask an admin, or even if you're really lucky. When you buy Robux on Roblox, there's a chance this will show up, where you buy Robux and get this game pass for free. But it's in the testing phase, and it's going to be really hard for this to appear for you. I just don't understand why this gate is opening, and there's a soldier coming out of here. Guys, I don't know what's happening. He said, you're not going to test secret houses because I won't let you. And I don't know what he's doing, but it's better to get out of here because this player is coming after us. I really don't know what happened, but now I have to escape from here. My friend is going another way, so I'm going to hide here, underground in Brookhaven. I'm right in this part, and I have to test the houses that were removed from the game, but with this tank following me, it's going to be really hard. And now it's turning back here because it probably noticed that my friend is right there. I don't know why he wants revenge, but he's trying to hit my friend, who now hit back here. But he's right in this part, and now the tank is coming back. My friend even shrunk his avatar, and he managed to access a totally secret place, and now he's finally safe. Guys, I think I'm going to have to test the secret houses alone in Brookhaven because we're being chased in Roblox. But finally he left, and he's definitely going to leave us alone here in Brookhaven. And now I'm finally going to be able to test the secret houses in the game that you've never seen before. So he's arriving right here, and there are many houses that were removed. Now he closed the gate, and I'm coming here to get my friend so he can come back here, and I hope he comes back. Now he came in here, and guys, there are several houses that were removed from the game. The first house of all that's not available in the game is this totally secret house, but the next house is right up ahead. For those who don't know, this house was removed from the game because currently it's like this, but before it was completely different. He said, you can get this house. Did you know that? I don't know what he's talking about, but now I want to see it. He's even calling me, and I'm going to have to get in his car because now he's going to show this to me. And accidentally, he flipped the car and ended up in this player's plot. Now he's coming here, and I don't think he's very happy to see a car on his land, but the car finally got out of there. Now my friend saw this house, and it looks like he changed houses and picked a simpler one. This house shows up a lot. This other house from Brookhaven. Actually, it's the same thing, but there's something my friend didn't know. This house was removed from Brookhaven because back then it was really different, and now it looks like even he got scared. But if I go to the older version and now run over here, I'll be able to find this house, and you can see that it's really pretty. It's basically the same house from Brookhaven, but way more organized. This is the old version, and this is the new version of the house, which is totally destroyed. Everything here is really cold, and this house got way worse, becoming one of the worst houses in the game. But this house is really beautiful. It used to be really pretty, and it was the best house of all. I don't know why the owner of the game removed it since this house was really good. He said, I didn't know this house was removed. Why did he do that? Look, I also don't know why he would do that. I just know it's really weird. But now my friend has to help me see the other houses that were removed and are still available in Brookhaven and also available in older versions because there are removed houses that are in the game and also houses that were removed and are only in old versions. But this astronaut is looking over here and apparently he waved and my friend saw that. I just hope my friend doesn't turn into an astronaut and go on that Brookhaven rocket because I don't want him to abandon the mission we're doing. But now he turned out like this and that's not good. He abandoned us and now he's coming here to the rocket to fly away in Brookhaven. The player is looking at him and it looks like a friend got banned. Guys, he was simply banned because he wasn't invited to become an astronaut. Actually, he came because he wanted to. Now he's back here, but we're going to have to test the next house that was removed. And this house is really interesting. But the gate is opening again. Now this tank is coming out of here and it's coming to face us. But I'm not going to let it hit my car. Actually, I am going to let it do that, especially because I'm not afraid of this tank. Now I'm going to crash into this tank so it finally stops chasing me. I'm even bringing it up here and it got mad and it's aiming the tank right at us. Look, this is not good. This player is really weird. He said, only I can see the removed houses from Brookhaven. Look, then he can test the houses that were removed and we won't bother him. It even looks like he understood that, and now he left to test the houses that were removed from Brookhaven. I don't know exactly which house he's going to test, but he's going down here, and apparently he's going to see the hotel. It's really weird that this player is doing the same thing as me. But guys, for those who don't know, this hotel used to be very different. Back in the day, the Brookhaven hotel looked like this, and it was actually really pretty, and it also had this green sign here. And nowadays, if I go down here, you can see that the sign is a bit different. The sign looks like this, and the hotel is really beautiful now. But back then, it was also beautiful. And if I get right into this room, we have this really interesting secret where there are several letters, and the hotel rooms used to be different. They were completely different from the hotel rooms nowadays. If I come right here to get a room, you can see that the ones on the right are really beautiful. They're actually really cool rooms, but back then they were very different. And for those who don't know, in a much older version, the oldest version of all, the hotel looked like this. It basically had 2 floors, and it was really a beautiful hotel that was unfortunately removed over time. But my friend came here. He said, was this also in the middle of nowhere? Look, actually no. I placed this hotel in the middle of nowhere just to show what it looked like. But back then, it was right here, exactly in the place of this hotel, because it used to have 2 floors, and it was much more beautiful than it is today. But I want to test with you more secret houses that were removed from Brookhaven. He said, place the hotel in the right spot. So since he asked that, I'm going to do it. But there's a player back here who's watching everything. This player is evil, because he banned my friend. Now he noticed that. Guys, this is not very good, and I'm sure the two are going to keep fighting, but I don't know what's going to happen now. He said, let me see the removed houses from Brookhaven with you. Look, I'm not going to let him do that, and my friend has to come back to the car. So before I do what my friend asked, I'm going to test another house that's hidden in Brookhaven. Now I'm going to have to go up here. I'm going to press this button until fire comes out. Now I have to come here to the library. I'm going to go up here, and I'm going to grab this book. So if I pick this house on the right, I'll get a totally secret house. You can see that the house just appeared here, but that's normal. Now if I get the house with this book in my hand, a totally secret house will appear, but it didn't show up here. Look, I don't know what happened, but it looks like that house was removed. And he said, maybe you have to do the hospital secret again. Okay, I'm going to try to do that. So I'm coming back here to my car, and my friend stayed back here waiting to return. I'm going to press this button, and I'm going to grab this book. Now I'm finally going to pick the hotel house. So I'm coming back here, and if I pick this exact house, the secret version will finally appear. It's a house that was completely removed from Brookhaven, and you can only get this house if you do a very specific secret. It's a really weird house, but my friend helped a lot. He picked the same house I picked, and while his house looks normal, my house is destroyed. My house is completely destroyed, while his house is really beautiful. His bathroom is really nice, and my bathroom is totally destroyed. But now I want to test with you the removed houses from Brookhaven that are no longer available in the game. And my friend already left Brookhaven to enter the secret version, which is basically the old version. This player was waiting for us to get here, but now that my friend's house disappeared, he decided to go back to his house in Brookhaven. But there's this hotel here, and I'm going to try to place the hotel in this area, but it's going to be really hard. Perfect! I'm removing everything, and I'm going to place this hotel exactly here. Now I'm in a very old version of Brookhaven, and my friend entered here too. He said, everything here is weird. Everything in this version of the game really is weird. The streets are different, but we have this house that was completely removed, and I'm sure you've never seen it before. Even my friend is coming back here to see it because this is very secret. So we're arriving right here very carefully, and this is the agency house. But in an older version, you can see that this was very different. We have the FBI, which looked exactly like this. And if you came here, you would have access to the police station, which was very close to the agency. This is literally a secret house. Even my friend is staring at this, and he's really happy. But in this version, there are more secret houses that I want to see now. Because up here we have these 4 houses, and actually it's 3 houses, since 2 are duplicates, but there's secret versions that were simply removed. removed. Now my friend is coming up here in front, but I'm going to go in a different way. I'm going to get this car. So my friend is going to get there before me. Guys, this car is finally working, and now I'm able to come up here. I have to get there before my friend, but I crashed my car and couldn't make it in time. Now I'm going up here at a really slow speed, so I'm going to walk, but my car is moving on its own. Guys, this is really weird. Now my friend has seen the removed houses, and this house just looks like a normal house. But what a lot of people don't know is that this house has differences. So I teleported here, but I can't get inside because it's locked, and that's terrible. So I'm going to come in a different way. I'm going to enter through this door, and I'm finally getting access to this Brookhaven house. You can see that in this version the buttons were completely different. There was this secret button, there was also this button, and finally there was this other button that no one knows what it does. And they are really weird buttons that were completely removed from the game. But I want to see if my friend knows what this item does. He's even looking at it. He said, "I think it doesn't do anything. It's useless." Look, I disagree. It probably has some meaning, but we don't know what. Maybe in the future we'll find out. And this house is very similar to the Brookhaven house. Basically, the biggest change is just these buttons. In all these other houses, the biggest difference is really the buttons, because basically nothing else changed. But now I'm going out through the door, because I want to see more houses that were removed. He said, "Check the horse stable, there are differences." And guys, he had a great idea. The horse stable, for those who don't know, is literally the horse house. So it really is a house made just for horses. Nowadays it looks like this, but if I come right here, I'll find the old horse stable, which literally has things that were removed. This is the place where the horses stay, and it's still in the game today. But there used to be a storage room here where the horse food was kept, and that's no longer available in Brookhaven. It was literally removed. But even he's coming here to see what's changed, and there were really a lot of changes. This place is no longer in Brookhaven, and it was basically the place to leave the horses. But for some reason, my friend is flying here, and this place was much better in the past. But now I'm going to show a real house, and for that, I'm in an older version. I placed this hotel that has 2 floors, and it really was very different. Even my friend is coming back here to see this, because it's very different, and also something very unique, since this hotel was completely removed and only a few people have access to it. Now my friend is seeing this, and it looks like he's really happy. He even flew away. He literally flew away to see everything that changed in the game. But if I click here, I can't get a house. It's like it's impossible. There was this computer with this very different screen that had the hotel name written on it. But if I fly in this direction, I'm going to find 2 totally secret buildings. Now I'm arriving right here, and I found a completely secret place that used to exist in Brookhaven. I don't know what this is. And guys, if you want to add me on Roblox, just click the Become a Member button. I'll add you on Roblox.